Good morning, students. Today's our topic is geometrical properties of sections. Okay, in previous session, we already started this topic and we discussed some terms and we solved some problems also. Okay, so in last session, we discussed what is geometric, what is center of gravity, what is centroid, and the difference between center of gravity and centroid, and the standard formulas for calculating the centroid of standard sessions, and general formula for calculating the centroid of the composite sessions, and with some problems also we solved. So just briefly I will repeat. Center of gravity is nothing but it is a point through which the total weight of the body is concentrated without irrespective of its orientation of the body. And centroid is nothing but it is a point through which the total area, whole area of the lamina is assumed to be concentrated. Okay. And the difference between center of gravity and centroid is the center of gravity is used for solid objects and the centroid is used for two-dimensional, that is plane surfaces. And the formula, general formula for calculating the center of gravity of the standard composite sections are if x bar and y bar is the coordinates of center of gravity, centroid, and the x bar is equal to sigma a x by sigma a, and y bar is equal to sigma a y by sigma a, where sigma a is the total whole area of the composite section. That is sigma a is equal to a1 plus a2 plus a3 and so on an, where a1, a2, a3 and so on an are the areas of the individual sessions, and sigma a x is equal to a1 x1 plus a2 x2 plus and so on an xn, where x1 x2 n are the distance of centroid of the individual components from y-axis. Similarly, sigma ay is equal to a1 y1 plus a2 y2 plus a3 y3 plus and so on an yn, where y1 y2 and so on yn are the distance of the centroid of the individual section from x-axis. Okay, by this formula you can find the centroid of the composite section. Okay, and in previous video we determine the centroid of the T section, centroid of the L section, and centroid of the I section. Here now you'll find the centroid of the C section. So here determine the centroid of channel section. Channel section is nothing but C section shown in figure, and the dimensions of the section also given here. It's a vertical height column is 80 mm and total dimensions are in mm, and horizontal wedges, lower and upper edge both are same in dimension, that is 25 cross 5. The thickness of the channel is 5 mm. Okay, it's a uniform channel, and this is also a composite section. So, and we have to find the centroid of this C section, channel section. So first you have to observe is given section is symmetrical about any axis. So here the given section is symmetrical about x-axis. So that's So the y. So we have to find only the x component of the centroid of this composite section. So its y component lies on its center axis only. Center axis. So first you have, second step is first you have to split this session into known standard sessions. Here, when you can observe this C session consisting of 3 rectangles. So 2 horizontal rectangles, upper one and lower one, and a vertical rectangle. So give the numbers as shown in figure. This lower one rectangle as 1, and this vertical rectangle is 2, and that upper one rectangle as 3. So next, after that, I have to find the areas of each and every rectangle. Area of rectangle 1, A1 equal to, so here the dimension of, we have to split this, we have to assume this, the area is 25 cross 5, that is 125. And centroid from y-axis. Okay, x1 that equal to, that is its extreme left edge, half of its length, that is half of 25, that is 12.5 mm. And next, area of rectangle 2, so it's a vertical rectangle. So what about after dividing this, here the middle rectangle, vertical rectangle dimensions will get 70 cross 5 mm, that is 70 cross 5, that is 350 mm. And centroid from centroid of this rectangle to from y-axis, that is x2 equal to, x2 is equal to, what about its height from base? That is extreme left edge from base, it's half of its length, that is half of 5, that is 2.5. Similarly, find area of the rectangle 3. It is similar to rectangle 1, that is 25 cross 5, 125, and its centroid from y-axis x3 is equal to 25 by 2, that is 12.5 mm. So position of centroid from y-axis. So the general formula is x bar is equal to sigma ax by sigma a. That is, it consisting of 3 components. No? So here x bar is equal to a1 x1 plus a2 x2 plus a3 x3 by a1 plus a2 plus a3. That is, just substitute all values and calculate. So here 125 into 12.5 plus 350 into 2.5 plus 125 into 12.5 by 125 plus 350 plus 125. So after simplifying, we'll get 6.67 mm. So the x bar, the centroid of the composite section, that is a channel section, x bar is equal to 6.67. So next, find the centroid of the area shown in figure. All dimensions are in mm. Here, the given figure, see here. So it has a hole. When we can split by including that hole, here we will get, we can divide this channel, this object composite section into 3 parts. So one is, first one is total rectangle, including that square also, and give the number to that hole. The shape of that hole is square, 2 number, and third part is upper wedge, that is it's a rectangle 3. So, and dimensions also given. So, and we have to find the area, and we have to, when we can observe this, it is symmetrical about y-axis. Okay, so here we have to find x component only. Its y component, not necessary to find its y component. Why? Because centroid lies on y-axis itself. That is its center axis. So I had to find only x component, x-axis only. That is y component only. Have to find y component. It is it is symmetrical about y axis, no? So x. So the x component x component comes on y axis. No? So not necessary to find that y component, x component. We have to find only x component. Okay. So first, here 3 components there, no? So but our our required composite is we had the sum of the area of the our composite section is area of part 1 plus area of part 3 minus area of part 2. Here we have to subtract this area of part 2 from part 1 because here at part 2 here whole is there. We have to exclude that part from whole area. So first find the dimensions, that is areas and centroid of the each individual components. After that we can find the centroid of the composite section. So the given area is it is symmetrical about vertical axis and centroid falls on the axis at a distance of y from the bottom. Divide the section into 3 parts as shown in figure. The required computations are presented in table. Here we can draw a table. So first column is part number of the part, next area of the part, next centroidal distance of the part from bottom axis, that is x-axis, and next product of a y. So first part A is total big larger rectangle. So what about the dimensions of larger rectangle? It's a 40 mm depth and length is 34. So 40 cross 34. 1360 mm square. Total dimensions are in mm square. Similarly, find area of part 2. It's a square. So part 2 dimensions is directly given. It's a 18 cross 26. So 80. Okay. Next, third part, it's a rectangle. So dimensions of that rectangle is upper part, that is 50 cross 8. 50 cross 8. So next, find the centroid of this individual component. You see here, first larger one, larger rectangle. So centroid of that larger part 1 from bottom is the total length is 40. So half of 40, that is 20. And centroid of part 2. This part 2 is a square. So from bottom it is half of 18, that is 9 plus the distance from x-axis to base of this square is 4 mm is there in figure 6. So 4 plus 9, 13. So 4 plus 9, 13. And next upper one, rectangle, horizontal rectangle. So the centroid of the horizontal rectangle from its own base is half of 8, that is 4. 4 plus and it lies at a distance of 40 from given axis, that is from x-axis. So 40 plus 4. So 40 plus 4, we will get 44. Next, so after finding the areas and distances of individual rectangle, distance of centroids from individual rectangles, find the product of area and distance of AY, that is product of AY each and every term. So after that, find sigma A, that is A. Here we have to find sigma A equal to, here we have to add it, we have to add the two parts, that is part A plus part B minus part A plus part C minus part B. So when we can see here, had to subtract this part 2 from part A and next add part 3. Okay. Next, sigma AY. Sigma AY equal to also A1 Y1 minus A2 Y2 plus A3 Y3. So after that, just substitute in general equation. Y bar is equal to sigma AY by sigma A. So after substitute this value and simplify it. So we will get Y bar is equal to 29.96 mm. So centroid of that composite section is lies at a distance of 29.96. This is the Y component. Next, determine the centroid of the shaded portion of the shape shown in figure. So here, only shaded portion centroid you have to find. Here, the dimensions are given. The total dimensions are in, all dimensions are in mm only. And when we can see, observe this, and this, the total composite section is, our shaded area is, first we have to divide this into 3 parts. So part 1 is the total square, and part 2, it's a semicircle. You have to subtract this semicircle. I have to remove this semicircle from square, and I have to add the triangle. So 3 parts. So part 1 triangle, give the numbers. Part 1 triangle, part 2 semicircle, part 3 is the square. So 1 minus 2 plus 3. Okay. So here also same from the table. So, and we have to find the centroid of this composite section about its bottom base and about its extreme left edge. So here, when we can see, observe this, it is not symmetrical about any one of the axes. We have to find 2 components of the centroid. That is, we have to find x bar and y bar, both we have to find. So first here, first part is, it's a triangle, right angle triangle. Second part is the semicircle, and third part is the square. And we know the standard formulas for finding the centroid of the triangle and square and semicircle. So first part, see here. First part is a triangle. No? So area of the first part equal half into base into height. So half see here, triangle dimension, you have to find the triangle. Height of the triangle is 100 mm, and base of the triangle is 100 minus 20, that is 80 mm. So half into 80 into 100. Okay. So calculate this, we will get 4000. And next, semicircle. Semicircle area. So diameter of the semicircle is 80. So formula for semicircle is equal to, so generally formula for circle is equal to pi r square. Pi r square, or pi d square by 4. And semicircle means semicircle means half of pi r square. So r is in radius of the semicircle, that is 40. Half pi into 40 square. Half, that is pi by 2 into 40 square. We will get 2512. Next part C, it's a. So what about the dimension of part C? 100 mm and 100 mm. So 100 into 100. It's not a square. No? When we can observe this, the dimension of this height is 100 and this length is 20 plus 80 plus 20, that is 120. This is a rectangle, not a square. Okay, 120 cross 100. So 1200. So after calculating the areas, and we have to find the centroid of the individual components. First, x bar. X bar means from y axis we have to find. So here y axis is the y axis is passing through the extreme left edge. Okay. So first triangle. So y. So x bar is equal to, see here, generally if from base it's a 1/3 of height, and from this apex corner points we'll get 2/3 of height, 2/3 of 80. Okay, and y bar equal to 1/3 of 100. That is from base. The base of composite section is same as the base of the triangle. Okay. Y component is 1/3 of 100 and x component is actual 2/3 of 2/3 of its height, that is 2/3 of 80. Next, second part is semicircle. Okay, semicircle from x axis. So it's a d by 2. D by 2 means 80 by 2, 40, 40 plus 100. So 140. That is x component. Its y component 140. Its y component is 4r by 3 pi formula. Okay, 4 into r, that is radius, 40 by 3 pi. And the third component is rectangle. So it's a rectangle. Okay, if, from its base, it's a half of height, that is half of 120. 60, 60 plus 80, that is also 140. And y component is half of 100, that is 50. Okay, so after finding x1, y1 components of each and every particle, and next you have to find the product of ax and product of ay of each and every component. Just complete the table. After that, find the sigma ax and sigma ay and sigma a. So here, see here, sigma a equal to sigma a is equal to 1 minus 2 plus 3. Similarly, sigma a x is equal to a1 x1 minus a2 x2 minus a3, sorry, plus a3 x3, and sigma ay is equal to ay is equal to a1 y1 minus a2 y2 plus a3 y3. Okay. Next, position of the center, that is x bar is equal to sigma ax by sigma a. Substitute the values, simplify, and we'll get x bar is equal to 114.3 mm. Similarly, y bar is equal to sigma ay by sigma a. We substitute the values, calculated value, and we find y bar, that is 51.2. So it's important problem. Okay. Next. Next problem is locate the centroid of the composite section shown in figure with respect to x and y axis. Here x axis and y axis is given. So this x axis is passing through the bottom base of the composite section, and y-axis is its extreme left edge, passing through its extreme left edge. So it is similar to above, and this composite section also consisting of three parts. One is rectangle, triangle, and semicircle. And this composite section, that is the total area of this composite section, is sum of rectangle plus triangle plus semicircle. In the previous one, we can subtract that semicircle from the rectangle. Why? Because here in rectangular section, a semicircular hole is there. Okay, but here three parts have to add it. So divide the composite area into rectangle, triangle, and semicircle, and same find. And here also the dimensions are in mm itself. So find the areas and centroids of each and every component from given x-axis. Okay. So first, with the numbers, semicircle is the one, and triangle is the one, semicircle is the two, and rectangle. Okay. So find the areas of triangle. So here say that this triangle area is half into base into height. That is half into base, that is 15 into 30. And semicircle is the radius of the, that is dimension of the semicircle is radius is 15 mm. Okay, that is find the area, that is pi r square by 2. And next, this rectangle is it's a 15 plus 30 mm, and the position of semicircle, that is triangle, that is its x bar is equal to 2/3 of it height, 2/3 of 30, and y bar is equal to 1/3 of 15. And semicircle here, this is x bar is equal to 30 plus 4 into 4r by 3 pi, and y bar is equal to d by 2, that is 15. And for this rectangle, area is 15 plus 30, and x bar is equal to 30 by 2, that is 15, and y bar is equal to 15 by 2, 7.5. So same value substitute and calculate the products, that is sigma ax, sigma ay. Here we have to add three, it, that is a1 plus a2 plus a3. Sigma ax is equal to a1x1 plus a2x2 plus a3x3. Sigma ay is equal to a1y1 plus a2y2 plus a3. So let's substitute in general formula. See, x bar is equal to sigma ax by sigma a, and y bar is equal to sigma ay by sigma a. So x bar will get 114.3 mm, and y bar will get 51.2 mm. Okay, next. Same problem. So next, find the centroid of the composite section shown in figure. Okay. So here this composite section consisting of only two parts, that is rectangle and triangle itself. Okay. Okay. First part is rectangle and second part is triangle, and we have to find the centroid of this composite section about its base, bottom base, and about its extreme left edge. So and when we can observe this, it is symmetrical about x-axis. So we have to find only x component. So area of the rectangle dimension is 40 cross 50, and this triangle dimension is height is 30, and base is 40. So half into 40 into 30. So area of rectangle A1 is equal to 40 cross 50, and distance of centroid from y-axis, that is x1. x1 is equal to half of its 50, half of 50, that is 25. Next, area of triangle A2 is equal to half into base into height, half into 40 into 30, that is 600. And distance of centroid from y-axis, see here, and from base it is 1/3 of height, no? So 1/3 of 30 plus 50 have to add it. So 50 plus 1/3 of 30, that is we'll get 60 mm. Just substitute in general formula, that is x bar is equal to a1 x1 plus a2 x2 by a1 plus a2. Substitute the values and calculate. We'll get x bar is equal to 33. And this is a table. Okay. Next. Find the centroid of shaded area shown in figure. All dimensions are in mm. So here, see here. Important problem. We are only shaded. For shaded area, we have to find the dimension. So the area of the shaded area is equal to area of the whole area of the rectangle minus area of the small rectangle. So here when we can divide here into two parts, one is larger rectangle and second one is smaller rectangle. So and our required area, shaded area, equal to area of the larger one minus area of the smaller one. Okay. So area of larger one. What about the dimensions? 40 cross 30. Okay, and it is symmetrical, no? So yes, it is symmetrical about y-axis. So here you have to find only y component. Okay. So y1 is equal to half of 40. That is 20. Next, A2 smaller. Dimension is 12 cross 20. 20 cross 12, that is 240. And y2 is equal to, see here, from base we will get half of 12 plus 5, that is 6 plus 5, 11 we will get. Okay, let's substitute here. Centroid of the shaded area y bar is equal to a1 y1 minus a2 y2 by a1 minus a2. Substitute the values and calculate. Y bar will get 22.25 mm. Okay, next. Find the centroid of the T section shown in figure. All dimensions are in mm, and we already done the similar T section. Just here numerical values will change and you can try it. Just briefly I will explain. Here this T section, it is symmetrical about y-axis. No? Here we have to find only y component, not necessary to find x component. Why? Because its x component lies on y-axis itself. So we can divide this into two parts. That is vertical rectangle, T section into two rectangles. That is this vertical rectangle and this horizontal rectangle. So the dimension of vertical rectangle is there is this total uniform thickness, that is 10 mm, and this vertical height 80, and this horizontal length of the wedge is 50 mm. So rectangle 1, that is how much it's 10 into 80, and rectangle 2 is 50 into 10, and y1 for rectangle. So the base of the rectangle 1 is same as the base of the composite section. So we will get y1 is equal to half of 80, that is 40, and y2 is equal to the according to standard formula, the base of the rectangle 2 lies at a distance of 80 mm from base of the composite section. So we have to add this. So 80 plus half of 10, that is 85. So after finding areas and y components of individual parts, just substitute the value in general formula. That is y bar is equal to a1 y1 plus a2 y2 by a1 plus a2 equal to substitute the values. That is 800 into 40 plus 500 into 85 by 800 plus 500. You will get 57.3 mm. So y bar is equal to 57.3. Okay, we'll stop here. So in this session, we solve the problems for finding the centroid of the channel section, T sections, and some composite sections which consisting of standard triangles, semicircles, and rectangles, combinations of all standard sections. Okay, you can practice this. We will stop here. Thank you.